The Clayton Kershaw Crusade is making a stirring last stand. It's the Kershaw Crusade, and it's breathtaking. His shoulder is weeping. His velocity is dropping. His control is slipping. Clayton Kershaw took the mound Saturday against the San Francisco Giants as a shell of himself, an aging and injured pitcher fighting time and battling pain and doing whatever it takes to survive one more pitch, one more start, one more postseason, one more month, one last stand. And, on this loud and chilling night, one more win, 5 innings of a shutout without his best stuff, a proud fighter shouting in frustration and gesturing in celebration and leaving everything on the same mound where he long ago found it. He pitches on 6 days of rest now. He can only go 5 innings now. He summons every ounce of his strength with every delivery as if it will be his last, which it just might be. Watch him, enjoy him, cherish him, do it while you can, because you probably won't be seeing him in a Dodgers uniform for much longer. While he remains non-committal, all indications are that when the Kershaw Crusade is done, Kershaw himself is likely done, seemingly ready to retire or go home to the Texas Rangers. Saturday was likely his last regular season start at Dodger Stadium. He'll start one of the first 2 playoff games at Chavez Ravine, and that could be it. 16 years gone in a strained flash, a Hall of Fame career ending in one last fight. And goodness, he's still somehow managing to throw haymakers, winning the 7-Ibuo decision, holding the Giants scoreless over those 5 innings, while allowing just 2 hits with 5 strikeouts by throwing... what exactly? His 25 fastballs didn't touch 90 mph. In his prime, he was regularly hitting 95. He threw 30 balls to 18 batters, 8 times running into 2-ball counts. Once upon a time, he had more control. It didn't matter. He worked the edges. He figured it out. "I think it's trending in a positive direction," he said afterward. "Not where I want it to be all the way yet, but overall, definitely some steps in the right direction, for sure." He battled with such focus that he loudly shouted when he bounced a curveball. And when his stint ended on, a diving catch by left fielder David Peralta with 2 runners on base, he thrust his hands high in the air as if he had just thrown for a touchdown. He knows how hard this is. He knows how vulnerable he is. He knows how fleeting this can be. "I'd much rather just be good the whole time and throw as hard as I possibly could. It's no fun to figure stuff out," he said, "but adapt or die." As he walked off the field, he waved to his family in the stands, and some wondered, was he also possibly waving goodbye to regular season fans? "Thankfully, we're in the playoffs, and it's a nice distraction, so you don't have to really think about next year," he said. "Whenever it could be your least one, it maybe take a second extra. But I'm so far away from that decision that I don't even have time to worry about it. They will erect a statue of Kershaw outside the outfield gates one day. Here's hoping the pose will contain a dripping beard and gritted teeth and everything that he is showing us one more time in these final days." "It's remarkable, it really is," said manager Dave Roberts. "I think that Clayton is the first to tell you he doesn't like to use anything as an excuse or talk about anything, but I know what's going on. The Dodgers and Kershaw won't publicly cop to what's going on, but it can't be good. It's the left shoulder, and it sidelined him for a month in July, and it only appears to be getting worse as Kershaw continues to gut it out. The fact that Kershaw won't talk about it speaks volumes about the pitcher. Giving more information, talking about something, that doesn't change the fact that you're going to go out there and pitch. What's the point of it?" said Roberts. "I think Clayton, he sees the world sometimes like that. And in that vein, or that sense, I understand that. It all adds to a legend that is growing as it ages. A wonderful farewell tour for a guy who is still showing something new with every stop. Did you see these stats? Since Kershaw staggered back from the injured list, he is 3-0 with a 2.43 ERA in 7 starts. The team is 6-1 in those games. All of this despite the fact that he has induced only 4 swinging strikes on 169 four-seam fastballs during those games. I just have so much respect for him, said Roberts. People can't do what he can do. I remember there was a start here a few
Years ago, in a day game where his back went out, and he found a way to get 3 or 4 innings of zero-hit baseball, or no run, and I don't know how he was doing it. He ended up going on the IL right after that.
He just sort of wills himself to get guys out. When I asked if Roberts thought the Kershaw Crusade could be the end of Kershaw in a Dodgers uniform, he softly smiled. I've thought about that for the last